Most people personally know me as Mark. I've been going by the producer name Hunnit Gil. I was born in Philly. Um, I moved to Delaware when I was real young. So, I could say that Delaware definitely played like a significant amount on like an influence on my life. Then as I got into middle school and high school, that's when I started messing with music, getting into music and everything, started doing the artist thing. I was rapping in high school. I had a couple projects out, and I just started dealing with, anybody who was into music. I was pretty much trying to step into that lane and make myself more recognizable in that lane. The one significant thing about Delaware is that for one, it's a small state, but you got so many different people that come in between, in and out, in between those states. So what I could say is like Delaware was almost like a crazy creative hub for just like creative people to kind of get their shit out. From there, I had this concept of, this was kind of around the era of the SoundCloud. So I found a creative way to get my music heard, but still do it kind of in an unorthodox way. So I started putting mixes together, sneaking my songs in with other artists I was working with at the time. And I just called them Xtra Rad mix.
Yo, it's Mark Anthony P, otherwise known as Hunnit Gil. It is 3:45 a.m. I just got done the mix, and I just wanted to basically say, thank you. If y'all been listening, I know it's been like a long ass journey and shit.
The name always kind of stuck with me. So once I realized that the name was pretty catchy, I figured I'd do something bigger with it. Started out putting out t-shirts, just as conceptual ideas. It wasn't nothing too crazy at first. And people started to like it. So I was like, oh shit, like this can really become, something else. Yeah, the first shirt ended up, I was really just starting out messing around on Photoshop. I was still trying to get better with that. I started making a couple designs. I had this cool skeleton concept. I just figured when I was in college, like we had to do this skeleton diagram, and it gave me this idea to like make a design out of it, put on a shirt. So I made the shirt. I put it out, put it on Instagram. I started getting some cool feedback on it. Me and my homie Gully, we went to New York a few years ago. So I'm chilling downtown. We actually was on our way back. We missed the Chinatown bus. We missed the first bus, so we was waiting on the second bus. So we waiting, we see a bunch of skaters. So I see they all kind of like crowding around like this one dude. I could just peep like the energy. So I get a little bit closer to people who it was. It was Andre Beverly. He skated for Ice Cream. So, I just like walked up on him and just like told him who I was, and just told him I was starting this brand. I had this couple t-shirts. I actually had one of the shirts with me at the time. So, I gave him one, and he was rocking with it, like he felt like it was like dope as shit. So from there, that really almost gave me the incentive to be like, all right, like this could actually be something that people want to wear. I always saw this correlation between streetwear, high-end fashion, and skateboarding. Once I acknowledged that, I was like, oh, like this is like right up my alley. Like this is pretty much everything that I'm into already. People started to gravitate to it. I'm like, all right, this is like my chance to really start pushing this brand. I did my first drop around June. It started getting some decent reception. So from there, this was like a perfect opportunity to try to just take things to the next level. So I just mapped everything out, and we shot it from there. We shot it in New York. I had got the models together. My boy Mac helped me film it, and from there, I just wanted to push it as the official advertisement for Pain is for Lovers. So I always kept in mind and shoot it in a fashion of more so of like a film. And I wanted people to kind of see that I was capable in that way too, just when it came to like the creative aspect. But I always stuck onto the idea of I wanted to shoot a story of a woman that is changing her identity, and she's pretty much trying to escape from something, or she's running away from something and trying to basically just forget everything that, abandon everything that she once was a part of. So from there, it became a sort of message of this is a woman that is changing her identity, and she's giving, like her ex one last message or something, telling him one last message, and pretty much just emphasizing that she's just starting like a new life. But the association with that is, with Pain is for Lovers, is pretty much, there's a scene in the commercial where you'll see like it's panning out, and you can see on the mirror it's written Pain is for Lovers, as if like she wrote that, like that was her message, just giving off the message that she's just running away from all her suffering in a sense. And the association with the clothes, I felt like it was cool that she actually didn't wear the shirt. And I felt like it was cool that you don't see anybody wear the shirt necessarily in the official commercial, because I wanted people to just give that incentive that even though it's about the clothes, the message in itself is what I'm really trying to emphasize. And I just want to give a different way on how we look at fashion. And I felt like the irony in that commercial was that, like I said before, you don't see the actual shirt, you don't see anybody wearing the shirt in the commercial, but you can still feel the vibe of it, and you can still get the incentive, and you still get the message, and you still understand, what is being told if you look closely enough. So that was just me trying to get my point across. So with my clothes, I always wanted to give off that message that you're pretty much fine who you are, and not more so about the message of being yourself, but just try to be as out there as you possibly can. When I say that, anybody that feels like they want to take anything to the next level, or they want to express themselves in a certain way that's out of the ordinary, I feel like it belongs to you. And if I can get people to feel that way, then I feel like I did my job. And that's pretty much the whole message behind Xtra Rad. I just want to test my limits and just see what I can do next, and see how I can just take it to even further than where I took it before. So expect more advertisements, expect more content from me. And yeah, Xtra Rad shit, we rolling all day.